Welcome back! I have now owned my 2023 Mercedes-Benz EQS 580 sedan for 32 months. This month, we're going to talk about the new Mercedes-Benz operating system, MBUX 2.6.1, the things it offers. I'm going to talk about the updates that Mercedes has with their new cars that'll charge faster. I'll explain how I resolved my problem with ChargePoint when they weren't taking my money out of my account, although they had let me charge. And I'm going to show you how to get in and out of a car. Yes, it takes a demonstration at times. I'll explain that when that comes up. But first, let me give you some miles. This month, I only drove 554 miles, but to go that distance, I only spent $37.72, all charging at home. And I thought I'd share that. My entire month, I spent $37 to get around in this nice, large luxury car. Our first topic is the update that Mercedes put out. In my case, I got it on July 5th, and it's the MBUX 2.6.1. It features two items. One is for navigation. It will actually include chargers that are just off the road if you need to move off the freeway, whereas before it would not include those. So it included that. I can't show you that one because I haven't taken a trip where that was something I needed. But it's there apparently, and it should be helpful for folks taking drives and needing to go off-road, off the main route a little bit to get a charge. But we're also going to talk about the drive sound. And to get the drive sound, the first thing you have to do is update your app. You start by tapping the car icon, the top left. Then right there in the middle says Manage Digital Extras, or you can just hit Activate All. Here in the middle you see infotainment, so you tap on that, and then you'll see MBUX sound drive. It comes installed but turned off, so you literally have to go in and turn it on yourself. It then goes through the process of activating it. Once you have sound drive activated in your app, you simply come to your main menu, hit media, and at the top it says sound drive. If you hit the playlist down here at the bottom, it says your current playlist, and it shows you all of these songs. Another way of looking at it is you hit the home button and it gives you a list. Some of these have words to them or play songs and loop the songs. Others are just music. Imagine is one of the ones that has just music to it. The sounds will change. When you're slowing down and stopping, it'll muffle the sound and turn the volume way down. As you go faster, the volume picks up. And as you make turns, it adds a separate sound to it. And then you can drive with your sound drive on. So here is a quick sample of what the sound drive sounds like as you're driving. And it muffles and quiets down. And there's a quick demo of the sound drive. Yesterday, I got an email from Mercedes telling me that they've come out with a new CLA class that is going to accept 800-volt charging. And that sounded pretty good because it'll let you charge significantly faster than obviously the 400-volt. Although apparently, where my car can do up to 200 kilowatt charging, the 800-volt only allows up to 320. So it's not literally double, but it's close to it, and it's a great improvement. And it kind of highlights how Mercedes is constantly updating these EVs so that down the road, they'll have better batteries, get longer distances, and the future of electric is still really bright. One thing I saw in recent reporting is that when Mercedes first announced the 800-volt charging, they said that the cars wouldn't charge at 400 volts, which eliminated most of the American charging stations. A couple of days later, they realized that wasn't going to work well, so they promised that as the cars came out and people ordered them going forward, they would have a converter so they could do 400 or 800-volt charging, which is great. When I did my Tesla charging that I showed you a couple months ago, one of the challenges I had was they let me charge, but didn't actually take my money out of my ChargePoint account. And I looked at the app and it said my card had been taken off the preferences, so I put the card back on, they still didn't take my money. So this last month I gave them a call and said, why aren't you taking my money? And what the gal did was she walked me through the process. I had to remove the credit card I had on file and re-enter it. And once I did that, boom, they took the money instantly. And so if you ever have that problem where they don't take your money, it's a simple matter of taking the card off and putting it back on. Something I never imagined having to tell somebody how to get into an S-Class size car. But with the EQS, I've had to tell everyone who's over 5 feet tall how to get in the car without hitting their head. I'm only 5'6". So when I try to get in, I have to put my foot in, lean my body way over, lean my head back, and then get in. Now when I do that naturally, because I've done this every day, I simply do it. And it's simple because I do it every day. But when you haven't done it every day, having to know that you got to put your foot in and then swing your rear end as far as you can across the seat and then lean your head back to get in is a bit of a strain. My mother, my wife, like I said, anyone over 5 foot tall, if I haven't told them that and showed them properly, they're always hitting their head and trying to figure out how to get in the car. The back seat's a little different because of the back seat. When you do the same thing, you don't have to lean your head back because in your head is hitting this. You have to push your body in and then lean your head forward, and now you can get in. And once you're in, it's fine. But getting in is a challenge. And I will tell you that I had to get on the passenger seat because it's a different method. It took me a couple times to get. So if you're going to get in the car, foot in, body all the way, rear end all the way across as far as you can go. And as you get in, lean back in the front, lean forward in the back. And that's how you get in an EQS, or how you can tell somebody to get an EQS without hitting their heads. Great car, but to be aerodynamic, they made it hard to get in. One of the things I've appreciated about my EQS is the trunk space. Here, even with the back seats up, I've got a scooter for my wife. I can leave the entire base intact. I've got a battery pack and the seat all set up here, and I can take this with me anywhere I go, and it really makes it easier so we're not having to take a larger vehicle when we go places. So something I thought I'd share. So that's it. Another month has come and gone, and I still love this car. It is still everything I've ever said it was. Highly recommend this car, but because of the financing involved with the devaluation of the EVs right now, I highly recommend buying a used one. I highly recommend leasing a new one, but right now is not a great time to buy an EV, period, at least in the United States. I would wait until they put the electric powertrain in a S-Class, or right now you can get a hybrid that gives you a little bit of the electric economy and speed while giving you gas that'll get you down the road with a slower devaluation. Until we talk again next time, you make it a great day.